Hi everyone. Today I stand before you to shed light on a crucial debate in the realm of project management. Agile methodology versus waterfall. Agile methodology, these two methodologies represent contrasting approaches to managing projects, each with its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the Agile methodology. Agile methodology is a project management approach that prioritizes cross functional collaboration and continuous improvement. It divides projects into smaller phases and guides teams through cycles of the planning, execution, and evaluation. Sorry. Agile methodology basics. Agile is a project management approach developed as a more flexible and efficient way to get products to market. The word agile refers to the ability to move quickly and easily. Therefore, an agile approach enables project teams to adapt faster and easier compared to other projects methodology. If we talk about the waterfall here, while discussing the agile methodology, we will get the clear concept of the agile versus waterfall. Waterfall pictures a cascading waterfall with each phase falling into the next in a linear fashion. I'm going to show you the picture of the waterfall methodology at the end of this presentation. This is the essence of the waterfall methodology. It is structured, sequential, and requires through planning upfront. This approach works well for the projects with clear requirements and little need of flexibility. However, it's less adaptable to changes that may arise during the project's life cycle, leading to potential delays or cost overruns. Let's return to our attention to the Agile methodology. Agile is a project management approach, as we already discussed. Agile is like a dance where teams move fluidly, adapting to the rhythm of the change. It's iterative, collaborative, emphasizes delivering very quickly and continuously. Agile thrives in dynamic environments where requirements involved are not fully understood upfront. It fosters frequent communication, encourages customer feedback, and allows for course correction along the way. So, there are four values in Agile Manifesto, and most of the time, this is the most asked question in the interview: that what are the four pillars in the Agile? Individual and interaction over process and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, responding to the change over following a plan. These are the main four pillars, Agile Manifesto, four values of the Agile Manifesto. And I repeat that this is the most asked question in the interview. Individuals and interactions over process and tools means that you are going to actually work in the individual phase, and in while on the waterfall side, as I already discussed, that is the structure in the sequential way, while the agile is totally different. Frameworks in the agile methodology are Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, and DSTM. And the Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, DSDM, these four will be discussed in my next video, and please follow the video for more detailed information. The sixth phase of the Agile life cycle is the concept. First up is the concept phase. Here, a product owner will determine the scope of the project. If there are numerous projects, they will prioritize the most important ones. The product owner will discuss key requirements with the client and prepare documentation to outline them, including what features will be supported and proposed and results. It is advisable to keep the requirements to a minimum as they can be adding to in later stages. In the concept stage, the product owner will also estimate the time and cost of the potential projects. This detailed analysis will help them to decide whether or not a project is feasible before commencing work. The second is inception. Once the concept is outlined, it is time to build the software development team. A product owner will check their colleagues' availability and pick the best people for the project, while also providing them with the necessary tools and resources. So this is called the resource alignment as well. They can then start the design process. Here the design team will be obviously decided. The team will create a mock-up for the user interface. and they build the project architecture. The inception stage involves further input from stakeholders to fully flesh out the requirements in a diagram and determine the product functionality. Regular check-ins will help to ensure that all requirements are built into the design process. Next is the iteration. Next up is the iteration phase, also referred to as a construction. It tends to be the longest phase as the bulk of the work is carried out here. The developers will work with UX designers to combine all the product requirements and customers' feedback, turning design into code. And goal is to build the bar functionality of the product by end of the first iteration or sprint. Additionally, features and tweaks can be added in later iteration, and this is the main point in Agile, that there is the flexibility. This stage is actually cornerstone of the Agile software development. As I already mentioned, that this is the main feature in the Agile, enabling developers to create working software quickly and make improvements to satisfy the client. The product is almost ready for release, but first, the quality assurance team needs to perform some tests, smoke test. It can be regression test. It can be any test that satisfy the quality of the project to ensure the software is fully functional. These agile team members will test the system to ensure the code is clean. If potential bugs or defects are detected, the developers will address them swiftly. User training will also take place during this phase, which will require more documentation. When all of this is complete, the product's final iteration can then be released into the production. Software will now be fully deployed and made available to customers. This action moves into the maintenance phase. During this phase, the software development team will provide ongoing support to keep the system running smoothly and resolve any new bugs. They will also be on hand to offer additional training to users and ensure they know how to use this product. Over time, new iterations can take place to refresh the existing product with upgrades and additional features. Last is the retirement. There are two reasons why a product will enter the retirement phase. Either it is being replaced with new software, or the system itself has become obsolete or incompatible with the organization over time. The software development team will first notify users that the software is being retired. If there is a replacement, the users will be migrated to the new system. Finally, the developers will carry out any remaining end of life activities and remove support for the existing software. Each phase of the agile life cycle contains numerous iterations to refine deliverables and deliver great results. Let's take a look into how iteration workflows within each phase. In waterfall. What is waterfall methodology? Waterfall methodology, I already discussed that it is sequential, but I already mentioned that I'll show you my waterfall model design in my end of the presentation. First of all, we will gather requirements, and there will be requirements gathered, and then analysis will take place. Everything is done, and in requirement and analysis phase, that all the team members are satisfied, then we will move towards the design once the 100% analysis is done. When 100% of the design is done, we will move to coding or implementation. When 100% implementation or coding is completed, we will move towards testing. And once the testing is 100% completed, we will move towards operation and deployments. And then maintenance will take place. What we learned in this, that in each phase, 100% of work is done in waterfall model. Each phase should be 100% done. But in Agile, there is a flexibility. We are not going to complete the design 100% because we are getting requirements one by one, and a very small chunk of code will be implemented. And that chunk of code will be tested separately. There will be branches. There will be different environments. It can be dev, it can be QA, it can be staging, it can be pre-prod, it can be production, it can be master branch of the production where you can test whether end user is getting the expected results or not. So this is the main difference in the waterfall model and agile model. Thank you for listening, and please support your teacher Nancy, and please subscribe my IT career growth channel. Take care. Bye bye.